Welcome to a broadcast of the recent Lorain County Commissioners' General Meeting. Unless otherwise announced, meetings are held Wednesday morning at 9:30 at the Administration Building, 226 Middle Avenue, 4th floor, downtown Elyria. These are public meetings and you are invited to attend. Agendas are posted prior to the meeting at www.loraincounty.us. Click on Departments to see the Commissioners page, then click on View Agenda.
Good morning, everyone. If you'll please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And our prayer this morning comes from Proverbs 28. In the end, people appreciate frankness more than flattery. Okay, we have our dog this morning, Commissioner Kokoski.
Thank you. I don't know if you want to call it a dog, but it is a little fluff ball. He's about 5 years old, a Pomeranian, great personality, very sweet. When is he available? Saturday? Friday. He will be available on Friday, so come out to the kennel, pick him up, take him home. We have 27 other dogs if Pomeranian's not your type of dog that you like, so come out to our kennel and adopt, don't shop. Thanks. Come on, baby.
Madam Clerk.
We have an appointment at 9:40 for Pride Day, unless you'd like to do that first.
We could do that first. Sure.
Brandi Schnell.
Yeah, Brandi, with Lorain County Solid Waste. Pride Day coming up Saturday.
This Saturday. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So Pride Day will be this Saturday, May 21st from 9 to noon. It's always the third Saturday of May. Volunteers across Lorain County will be doing litter cleanups and beautification projects. There are 22 communities participating this year, in addition to the Lorain County Metroparks and Findlay State Park. We have an estimated participation expected of about 2,200 volunteers. So that's great. We do have a couple of special events happening this Friday, May 20th. Keep Ohio Beautiful, Davy Tree, the Ohio Turnpike Commission. They're going to plant a native pollinator garden at both the Vermilion Valley and Middle Ridge Turnpike plazas. And they have included the Lorain County Commissioners and Keep Lorain County Beautiful in the planning of this event. We reached out to the Lorain County JVS and asked their students in the landscape and greenhouse management program to help to plant these flowers and shrubs. We will be busing the students out there, and there's going to be two 2,200 square foot gardens on both sides. There will be a short introduction beginning at 10 a.m. on the Vermilion Valley side of the Turnpike Plaza, and Commissioner Kokoski will be representing the commissioners and Keep Lorain County Beautiful. And then we will, the students will be given lunch, and then we will be going over to the Middle Ridge side to plant flowers on that side as well. Also, again this year, the Family Garden Initiative will be using the Lorain County Collection Center to fill their garden socks with compost. They'll be taking those to schools across Lorain County to distribute them. They will be going out to families with a watering can, vegetable plants, a recipe book, and the gardens are pretty self-contained, so they can plant them and use them without requiring a whole lot of room, including on an apartment balcony. This year, we did have a Pride Day T-shirt contest in the Lorain County Schools. Students were asked to design a T-shirt that volunteers would wear on Pride Day. We had over 500 submissions, and it was very difficult, but Commissioner Kokoski and I were able to pick just one winner, who was Sarah Wargo, a ninth grader at Keystone High School in Mr. Kevin Wacker's class. The T-shirts were printed and donated by RET3, and here is one of our winning T-shirts, Keep Lorain County Clean. So volunteers will have the opportunity to wear these. Some other projects that we have taking place across the county on Pride Day include, in the city of Oberlin, they'll be having a document shredding and Habitat for Humanity restore collection. At Findlay State Park, they're going to be having an open house at their nature center. The Lorain County Metroparks will be having their seasonal plant sale on Pride Day at Miller Nature Preserve. And then we have every other community is doing some sort of a litter cleanup, and most of them are doing some mulching and weeding and planting in their common areas. That's by no means a complete list. We do have a complete list available, and if anybody is interested in volunteering, and I have gotten several calls this week of people calling and asking how they can get involved, and I direct them to the different communities and where they can go to volunteer for Pride Day. So, yeah, it's a big event, and we're excited about it. Are there any questions?
I just really appreciate, we got an email from you, kind of had a breakdown per community, the number of estimated volunteers. That might be something the media might be interested in seeing with each community, the number of volunteers, the locations that probably everybody's going to go to, and but just it's an important effort. It's really frustrating when you drive around and sometimes you see people throwing things out the window, and especially when I worked with the city of Elyria, all the tires we used to pull out of the river all the time, or find them in the woods. It's, this is part of your community, why people just dump things when we have a perfectly fine and workable collection center that you can bring items to. There's no reason to dump anything anywhere anymore.
Exactly. And we will be open on Saturday, during Pride Day, we will be open.
Okay.
With all the activities, have the 4 cab trailers been requested for the cleanup?
Yes, they
All
will.
4?
I believe 3 of the 4. 3 of the 4 have been distributed. So I know Sheffield Lake will have one, and I'm not exactly sure where the other 2 will be off the top of my head. But yeah, those are a great program as well.
Yep.
Good job.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Awesome.
Under Resolutions Number 1, Investments,
So move.
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Lundy,
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Ms. Kowski?
Aye.
Appropriations,
So move.
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Lundy,
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Ms. Kowski?
Aye.
Transfers,
So move.
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Lundy,
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Ms. Kowski?
Aye.
No advances, no repayments, requisitions,
So move.
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Lundy,
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Ms. Kowski?
Aye.
Travel,
So move.
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Lundy,
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Ms. Kowski?
Aye.
Bills,
So move.
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Lundy,
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Ms. Kowski?
Aye.
Authorize personnel actions as indicated on the summary sheet for employees within jurisdiction of Lorain County Commissioners.
Administrator Cortez.
Thank you, Commissioner. I do have some personnel actions, not many, but a few that I'd like to talk with the board. Potential hires at the collection center, 911, ongoing labor negotiations. I'm going to brief you about the DD's negotiations, children's services. I met with Scott Ferris, I spoke with Amber Fisher, and of course, our ongoing discussions with the steelworkers here. Also, potential sale and purchase of real estate. All 3 matters are allowable for executive session discussion, so I'd ask at the conclusion of our regular board meeting, we go into executive session, we talk about those items that I've detailed. Thank you.
Approve and waive the reading of the minutes of May 11th.
So move.
Second.
Discussion. Mr. Lundy,
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Ms. Kowski?
Aye.
Enter an agreement with the Ohio Department of Health for tuberculosis funding in the amount of $10,752.
So move.
Second.
Discussion.
Is this a yearly thing that is this something new?
This is the second time around on this. I'm not really sure where this program came from. It helps a little bit here. We spend few $100,000 a year on TB services. Since we have an opportunity to educate again, for those that don't know, we're required to pay for TB services by Ohio Revised Code. Lots of folks think that TB is an ancient and old disease that we don't have to deal with much anymore. Unfortunately, resistant strains of tuberculosis have emerged. They're very drug resistant, and if an outbreak were to occur, it could be devastating in a community. And if we don't if we don't have the levy, which we reduce down, we would have to pay for that out of the general fund by requirement of the Ohio Revised Code. Somehow the state has stepped in with some administrative dollars. It's nice, but I wish I could tell you why. I don't know. Perhaps some of the smaller counties were having a problem paying for TB services because the money isn't great, but in a small county it could represent a significant advantage to them dealing with that issue. But so they've done it for all the counties. We made our application, we received a stipend.
Okay. Thanks.
Mr. Lundy,
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Ms. Kowski?
Aye.
Mr. Cortez?
I brought a whole bunch of work here. Is that,
No,
all,
no,
we,
no.
is that all we have? I want to congratulate everybody that graduated from Lorain Community College last weekend. It was commencement. There's nothing like seeing people walk across that stage with that big smile, and they know opportunity lies ahead, because truly it's a key to a brighter and better future. And lots of people work really hard, and some work and go to college. I'm going to call Ronald here. So they deserve our admiration and our support, and I think that they have deserved to be recognized. So good job to all of them, and with that I have nothing further this morning. Thank you.
Mr. Innes?
I have one matter of pending litigation that I need to discuss with you in executive session.
Commissioners report.
Friday, I attended the luncheon for mental health at DeLucas. It was a nice event. Sunday, had brunch at the Jackalope with fellow Democrats. It was delicious. And then from there, I attended the Avon Lake Police Memorial. Mr. Lundy, Commissioner Lundy did a
Mr.
little...
Lundy. Wow.
Commissioner Lundy did, Mr. Lundy too, your father did the
Yes,
bugle,
that's
which
right, my
was
dad.
pretty awesome. And then one of our custodians that retired a short while ago, Joanne Sanders' son, became a priest this past weekend. And Sunday he performed his first mass at St. Thomas in Sheffield Lake, so I attended that. And he will actually be Father Thomas, so it's kind of cool. And then yesterday we had two hearings that we finalized, the vacation of Law Road and also the King Cobalt Ditch hearing. So pretty quick week. That's all I have.
On Friday, NOACA's Governance Committee met. Commissioner Lundy and I attended that, and then executive meeting after that, moving forward for next month's agenda, dealing with a lot of issues. Again, Law Road and King Cobalt. Also, as Jim pointed out, congratulations to the graduate of Lorain County Community College, my daughter being one, the University Partnership. Graduated, we were at Hiram on Saturday. Wonderful job they did out there. Small school, but that was through the partnership, so she was able to work also. She worked at Northwest Lorain National, Northwest Bank, going all through college.
It's really hard on some of those folks when they have to work. And, you know, employees should look at it, when they can be dedicated to a job and to college and to improving themselves. Think about when they're free to do one thing as their primary goal and objective, how successful they're going to be.
So, again, for those of you who have children entering college age, I can tell you the difference between a few of my other children going to college and the cost effects of going through community college and then the partnership and staying local.
What'd you say, about
Tens
30,
of thousands.
30%, 40%?
Oh, no, I would say upwards of, well, Teddy went to Capital, and that was $38 a year, so, you know, you take that and versus what she got, I'm 60% probably versus a private school. A public education, my one daughter went to BG, near half, because you don't have the housing costs to begin with.
Right.
Because it's local. I mean, that's a significant part. If you got a $20,000 a year tote at a public college, half of that is room and board, so
And what
that
people
right
have-
off the bat saves.
And what people have to understand, the branding on your diploma is from the program college, not,
Correct.
you'll have your applied associates from LCC, but you'll have your baccalaureate or even master's, because there's master's programs
Correct.
from the institution that's providing the education right on the campus here. So it could be Kent State, it could be Bowling Green. So there's several partners, Akron.
As I was reading through the program, there were about 20 college students from Lorain County who were going through the same accounting and finance program that graduated that day. Plus, there were some in their Bachelor of Science nursing program also. So, but congratulations to all the graduates. Also this week, important week, it's been Jim Cordez's birthday, and my wife's birthday is today, so happy birthday, Mr. Cordez, and out to my wife. I'm leaving her today for her birthday. She's not the happiest person.
You're leaving her today?
Yeah, I'm going to Indianapolis for 3 days for a conference, so.
Oh, I thought you were
as soon as we
setting
get done-
yourself free.
Yeah. I thought, I wanted to come out that way. It just sounded good, so. But
I bet. I gave you a little airtime there.
that's the end of my report.
And congratulations again to the LCC graduates. As a graduate of LCC myself, I can't say enough good things about LCC. I remember when I graduated from there in the early 80s and how much I was wishing and hoping that they had just one 4-year degree on campus, so I wouldn't have to hop in the car and drive down to Cleveland State and walk into a lecture hall of about 150 students where the professor didn't even know my name. Yeah, the university partnership is certainly something to take advantage of, and you can get a great education and save a boatload of money in the process for mom and dad. So, had the opportunity to attend the Superintendent Summit held at Lorain County Community College, put on by the Chamber. Our own Mike Longo had a chance to speak there about workforce readiness, and also Superintendent Faircloth with JVS and Tom Jama with Elyria Schools also spoke. We have great school districts in our county, a fabulous community college, a joint vocational school that's been very positive and productive, and so just education overall is very strong here in this county. We're blessed to have such strength. The Avon Lake Community Council had invited me to their event last Thursday night where they were recognizing the Avon Lake Citizens of the Year and the Avon Lake Project of the Year. Congratulations go out to Jerry Vogel, who's the Assistant Library Director there. Jerry even wrote a history book about the history of Avon Lake that you can actually find in the bookstores throughout the region. Also recently became a U.S. citizen. He was originally from Canada. Ray Frank, who some of you may remember, worked with Columbia Gas, and Ray was also recognized as an Avon Lake Citizen of the Year. He helped start the Avon Lake Chamber, which eventually evolved into the North Coast Chamber. And then for the Avon Lake Saddle Club, they put together a heyday event each year where those with disabilities get the experience of riding a horse, and just a great project there. Had the opportunity to join my colleague in Cleveland. We got a lot of work done that day, right, on the NOACA Governance Committee. Trying to work through some structural issues there, but we'll get there eventually. But he runs a tough meeting, folks. Commissioner Kalo at the meetings down there, but we get stuff done, and we're getting stuff done, and it's a good thing for the region. The Lorain City Dems, congratulations to them on their successful breakfast that was held on Sunday, and as my colleague pointed out, joined Lori for the National Peace Officer Recognition Memorial Day over in Avon Lake, and just want to thank the members of the American Legion and Avon Lake Police Chief Dwayne Streeter for allowing us to participate in that and recognize that in the past 130 years, 20 officers have died in the line of duty here in Lorain County. Also, our sympathies go out to the family of Mary Beth Derekito, Huntington Township trustee, who passed away recently. And that completes my report.
Next Tuesday at 9:30, you guys are going to view the Guthrie Ditch in Pittsfield Township.
Okay.
Board correspondence?
I move to approve the board correspondence and waive the reading.
Second.
Discussion? Mr. Lundy,
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Ms. Kowski?
Aye.
Jim, did you want to bring up that advertising for the, or-
Is that Job and Family Services? Yeah, I slipped on that one. I was going to pull it after the, let's go to it, please.
advertise request for bids for a school uniform, shoe, and jacket program for Job and Family Services. Notice to be in the Journal on May 23rd and 30th, and then open bids on June 7th at 2 o'clock.
I didn't get this one on the agenda. It's very necessary. Came over a little late, but, Job and Family Services is moving pretty quick over there, so I'd ask that you, as a resolution, support that, please.
This is similar to, didn't we do this program last year as well? I thought it was the same program.
It may be. They have a lot of programming coming out. People don't realize all the program that goes on in Job and Family Services. They do a really great job over there, and they work very hard.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, I would make a motion to approve.
Second.
Discussion, Mr. Lundy,
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Ms. Kowski?
Aye.
Public comment?
Any public comment this morning? Anyone wishing to come before the board? Okay. Seeing no takers, I move that we go into an executive session to discuss personnel issues outlined by the county administrator, real estate issues, and then also legal issues that were outlined by the assistant prosecutor.
Second.
Mr. Lundy,
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Ms. Kowski?
Aye.
This has been a broadcast of the recent Lorain County Commissioners' General Meeting. Unless otherwise announced, meetings are held Wednesday morning at 9:30 at the Administration Building, 226 Middle Avenue, 4th floor, downtown Elyria. These are public meetings, and you are invited to attend. Agendas are posted prior to the meeting at www.loraincounty.us. Click on Departments to see the Commissioners page, then click on View Agenda for a printable copy of the agenda.